Hello friend, class 9. Now today I am going to discuss about the lesson 7, Tom Losses a Tooth, written by Mark Twain. So Mark Twain was a well-known American author and a writer. He was no doubt a significant, that is well-known or a popularized writer. As nickname যেটাকে আমরা বলি ছদ্মনাম, সেটাকে বলে সুডোনিয়াম। সুডোনিয়াম মিনস হচ্ছে ছদ্মনাম। So Mark Twain, being a big popular author to the children, because he wrote so many stories about the child psychology. What does the child actually want? What does the child actually planning during the situations? That was actually written in his so many short stories and the novels. Being a humorist, he wrote so many stories with a fun, but inside the fun he will get a nice life story, the lifeline of yourself. So before going to the story, now Mark Twain was actually fighting very hard situations of his life. When he was 13, his father was actually died. He was very poor health from the very beginning. So at the age of 13, he left his studies and joined as an apprentice to a printer. So now it is quite clear that a man who have an extreme highest quality, he can flourish any time. যে কোনো সময় একটা মানুষ কিন্তু ফ্লারিশ হতে পারে যদি তার মধ্যে কোয়ালিটি থাকে। সো দেখো, যে বাচ্চাটার ছোটোর থেকেই ছিল উইক ইন হেলথ, 13 ইয়ার্স এজে যে লেখাপড়া ছেড়ে দিল, সেই ছেলেটাই হয়ে গেল একজন মহান লেখক। আলটিমেটলি she has written so many novels and stories. This story, Tom Loses a Tooth, actually taken from his great novels. That name is The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. So a few questions is there. Number one, who is Mark Twain? Number two, what is the pseudonym of Mark Twain? Why he was popular among the children? What is the normal state of mind of children after a holiday? Where from the present text has taken? আর তিনটে ক্যারেক্টার এখানে পাবে, টম, সিড অ্যান্ড পলি। সো নাও দিস ইজ দ্য মার্ক টওয়াইন অ্যান্ড হিজ রাইটিংস। আমার মনে হয় এই প্রশ্নগুলো যেটা আমি পাঁচটা তোমাদেরকে দিয়েছি, পাঁচটা প্রশ্নের উত্তর যদি তোমরা করে দিতে পারো, সো আই হ্যাভ নো প্রবলেমস এট অল টু মেক ইউ আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ড। অ্যান্ড ওয়ার্ড নোটস, word notes is very important, my dear students. If you are not doing the word notes properly, so it's never been processed to express yourself in front of anyone. Now this is a text which is taken from, the present text has taken from, আমি কি বললাম, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. And this story, it's a real adventure. এর মধ্যে কিন্তু দুঃসাহসিক অভিযান রয়েছে। And normally the children have how children have make a plan when he is now passing through the holidays, and when the Monday would come, she want to implement the plan according to the circumstances. Here the Tom is the main character who was very much demotivated. He was very much unhappy after the Sunday, because Monday is it's a tough day. He have to go to school. And so he make a plan how to protect himself from the order of the parents. So first of all, he thinking about the headache, or ill health, or to the pain in stomach, belly. Different kinds of planning he applied, but he knows that if it is not properly implemented, properly corrected, it's never be possible for him to show it to his parents. Here Aunt Polly is very strict here, and maybe if it was not quite clear, the plan is not properly implemented according to the requirements, so what would happen? He will be into the trap. And what happened in the next and last? So Mark Twain is the greatest poet, greatest American author and humorist. He wrote so many poems, so many stories, adventurous for the people, for the students, for the children, for the common people to know about the normal lifestyle through the fun. The pseudonym is of Samuel Langhorne Clemens. He was popular among the children because children finds his own psychology through his writings. The normal state of mind of the children after the holiday is that they didn't want to go to school. They want to pass the days as like before. Now, Tom got in a red-handed and he was in a trap. And how he is overcome? Now, the story is proceed on. I think you will enjoy the story. Now come that. Tom always found Monday mornings to be miserable. Monday begins another week slow starting suffering in school. Now first paragraph will provide you that what is the state of mind of the children. Monday means start of another week, another tough week to complete the homework, schoolwork, and study and study and study. So it is miserable. It is miserable. It is really a grief to him, unhappy mood to him. It's a disastrous situation for him. Tom lying thinking, presently he wished that he was sick, that he could stay home from school, investigating his body with the hope of finding some ailments. He thought that he had found symptoms of stomach trouble. He began to grow hopeful. However, the symptoms soon grew feeble and wholly went out. So this paragraph will provide you that Tom is now thinking, late thinking. He is going on, keep on thinking. He thinks what? That something problems is now arise in his body. So he searched throughout his body to find the sickness. অসুস্থতা খুঁজে বার করার জন্য সে কিন্তু চিন্তা করছে কোথায় বাড়ির মধ্যে বসে যে how to stop himself from going to school. So he examined whole the body, examined means investigated, ভালো করে পরীক্ষা নিরীক্ষা করলো in search, in wish, in desire, কি হোপ করে যে somehow he could find some disease in his body. But he had found symptoms of stomach trouble. First of all, he's thinking that there is a problem, a pain in the stomach, a pain in the belly. পেট ব্যথা হচ্ছে. So he began to grow hopeful. Just he is going to চিৎকার করতে শুরু করবে. However, the symptoms soon grew feeble and wholly went away. And ultimately, that pain is now going to be slowly down. Weak, feeble হয়ে গেল, দুর্বল হয়ে গেল. সুতরাং the plan is not implemented properly. Now, এখান থেকে দুটো কোশ্চেন তোমাদের হতে পারে. What did Tom plan at the beginning of Monday? What did he think to show in front of his parents? Now, third paragraph. Tom thought further. Suddenly, he discovered something. One of his upper front teeth was loose. He felt lucky. He was about to groan when it occurred to him that Aunt Polly was she would surely pull it out and that would hurt. Tom thought he would hold the tooth in reserve for the present. Now the second planning, first planning some ailments, that is stomach, belly, pain, pet batha. Secondary, now he find some loosened teeth. If he groan, if he cry loudly, might be his Aunt Polly would hurt it. And after hearing, she might be pull it out. And if she pulled it out, what would be happen? There will be pain. So he reserved this plan. He actually restored this plan. এটাকে জমা রেখেছিল এই প্ল্যানটাকে. He remembered hearing from a doctor that a certain ailment could lay up a patient for 3 days and make him lose a finger. He eagerly drew his sore toe from under the seat and held it up in inspection. He didn't know the necessary symptoms. However, it seemed like a good chance. Tom fell to groaning, but his brother Sid slept on. So this is this paragraph, the last part, after reserving What did he reserve? He reserved to pulling the tooth. He reserved the planning that loosened tooth will be later on. And now thereafter he remembered about a description of a doctor who announced somehow if anyone fall in ailments and disease, he would be take rest for 3 days. And eagerly drew his sore toe from under the seat, and now he very excitedly, very eagerly drew his sore toe, front toe, be something of problem. What is the problem? The toe is now a little bit injured. And surely he made a plan with this. That means some injury, sore, something's there. However, held it up for inspection, he did not know the necessary symptoms, but it is unfortunate to him that he did not know how to sew it. What is the symptoms? এর লক্ষণগুলো কি কি সেটা তার পক্ষে জানা ছিল না. So that is the problems for Tom to sew it. So one, he didn't know the necessary symptoms, but however, যদিও another like a good chance, it's a very good opportunity for him. What? Tom fell to groaning, but his brother Sid slept on. এই জাস্ট টম মনে করছিল এবার চিৎকার করবে, গ্রোনিং করবে, cried out, but what? Brother Sid slept on. এখানে তোমরা দুটো কোশ্চেন আর দুটো কোশ্চেন লিখতে পারো. সেটা হচ্ছে কি, what did Tom actually think to show at last about toe? Why did not he sure to show his toe injury? কেন দেখে এই শোর কথাটা মনে রাখবে, এ সোয়ারি, that is injury. Tom groaned louder. He fancied that he began to feel pain in the toe. No response came from Sid. Tom then started a succession of groans. However, Sid snowed on. Tom became excited. He said, Sid, and shook him. The course worked well. Finally, Tom groaning more louder, jore korte laglo. He fancied, he actually he imagined that might be it's still something to the to Sid, and Sid might be a response too, but no response at all. Tom now actually hopeless. So it started a succession of groaning repeatedly. He did it repeatedly, that just to inform Sid that he might do something. Kramannoy, succession, but Sid never whistled. Sid snowed on. আরো নাক ডাকতে শুরু করেছিল. So what happened? Said Sid and shook him, তাকে নাড়াচ্ছিল, but the course worked well. কিন্তু সত্যিকারের কাজটা কিন্তু হলো না. এখানে আরেকটা কোশ্চেন তোমরা লিখতে পারো, সেটা হচ্ছে যে what did Tom actually think at last? What did Tom think at last about Sid? So my dear students, এই কোশ্চেনগুলো যেগুলো আমি দিলাম, সেই কোশ্চেনের আনসারগুলো তোমরা করবে. I hope it will much helpful. This is part 1. I will go to the second part and third part next day. That another day I will take it and it will be finalized to the next day. কিন্তু এইখানটা একটা কথা তোমাদেরকে মনে রাখতে হবে, যে সেকেন্ড পার্ট যেটা আমি পড়াবো, এটা কিন্তু মাইনিউটলি যতগুলো ইনভার্টেড কমা দেওয়া সেন্টেন্স আছে দেখো এই পার্টটাতে, ইটস এ নাইস চান্স টু ইউ টু ডু দ্যাট ন্যারেশন চেঞ্জ. প্রত্যেকটার কিন্তু তোমরা ডাইরেক্ট করে রাখবে. আমি সেদিন পড়াবার সময় পরপর বলে যাব, তোমাদেরকে কিন্তু এটা করে যেতে হবে. I hope you will realize this one. Do the questions properly, and it will help you to complete the syllabus within September. Thank you.